What's up, everybody? My name is Will, and I'm doing this video because I tore my right Achilles. I'm doing the video because when it first happened, I'm actually 2 to 3 weeks post on day 17. I didn't see a lot online. I didn't see a lot that would tell me what was going to happen, what the process was. And I'm the type of person that kind of wants to know that stuff, and I know a lot of people do, especially with something like this because it's a longer process. So I'm doing this video to help you guys be a little more informed about my story, what happened with me, and hopefully it can help you. So I wanted to get into kind of what happened with my injury, what happened after with surgery, and then where I'm at now. Just a couple things a couple tips that might help for things to get around the house, and then also some logistics about work and sleep and different things like that. So first, I'll just get into the injury. So I was playing rec basketball. I went to run for a ball, heard a pop, and felt like somebody kicked me in the back of the leg. I turned around and nobody was there, so I kind of knew what that happened. Went right down. I was able to go to urgent care that night. I saw a doctor the next day who referred me to a surgeon that day, and the injury happened Tuesday and surgery was scheduled for Monday. So I got in pretty quickly, so I feel pretty happy about that. Just a side note, these types of things happen. I've never actually had a serious injury before. It's my first one, but I'm active, I exercise, I work out 3 or 4 times a week in the gym. I play rec basketball, I play rec sports. Sometimes, as we age, our bodies just change, so you're not alone. This does happen. But aside from that, I'll get right into surgery. So the surgeon said he thinks it's a complete rupture. So I had to show up for surgery at 5 o'clock in the morning. I was out by 1. What they do is they put a nerve block in your leg. So first they get you all prepped up, and then they push you over, and they give you some medication that kind of relaxes you. And they put a nerve block in, so your leg is completely numb. You can't move it. Obviously, you're not really knowing that until you wake up from surgery. Like I said, I had to be there at 5 a.m. I left at 1, so it was about 6 hours. I'm sorry, maybe 7 hours. But it took some time just to get out. The surgery wasn't that long, it was about an hour. The days after surgery are tough. The nerve block wears off sometimes anywhere from, they said 8 to 36 hours. Mine wore off the next morning. So I had surgery Monday, Tuesday morning it wore off. They give you oxycodone and they tell you to take aspirin. I also had extra strength Tylenol that I took because I wanted to kind of not use the oxycodone. Ended up taking an oxy that night, just one, and it didn't do anything for the pain when I woke up. It was excruciating. It's pretty bad for the first couple days. I'd say pain level scale 1 to 10, 8 to 9. But Wednesday night I went to sleep. I slept for the first time all the way through and woke up Thursday morning feeling it was a different type of pain. It wasn't as excruciating and pinching, and it wasn't that bad. So I actually weaned myself off the oxys. After that was the last day I took it. So the days after got a little easier. I actually, like I said, I like to go to the gym 3 or 4 times a week. So day 6 and 7 actually were my first days of doing exercise after surgery. I just did some light exercises. It was maybe some push-ups, or I did some one-legged stretches, and I haven't really been moving much. You don't really feel like doing much. You're pretty tired and out of it. I had a follow-up appointment. They put you in a cast, so I was in a cast that I couldn't remove. I had a follow-up appointment 9 days after, which I thought was a little early when they booked it for me. Took the cast off, which was nice. I got a boot after the injury, so he put me back in the boot and said the stitches just weren't ready to come out yet. He said he felt that it was good enough to come out, but he just wanted to wait the extra couple days. So on the following Tuesday was 15 days after surgery, 2 days ago. The stitches came out. The stitches, I get vasovagal a little bit with that kind of stuff, needles and all that. I'm not a fan. So it pinched, it hurt when they took the stitches out. It wasn't too comfortable. But I got a little bit of relief when they were out, knowing that the wound is healing pretty well. They actually give you a step-by-step at each meeting what the progression will be. And I'll even show you when they put me back in this boot. This is the boot I'm in. If they don't give one to you right away, obviously look into purchasing one. Now I have a little bit of discomfort from the boot that's actually on my foot, right up on the top of my foot. I guess just from the positioning, I've had a lot of discomfort in my foot, so I don't know if some of you have the same. So that's kind of where we're at now up until surgery, or after surgery. Day 17, like I said, there's some things that I learned along the way that could be helpful for you. So a couple of things I wrote down were, obviously I got crutches right after the day after, so you want to have crutches. Some people get a scooter, or I've actually saw something that's called iWalk, where you can kneel on it and like it'll actually, you can walk with it. It kind of is like a peg leg. I didn't want to invest in any of that because I'm fortunate enough where like some things I'll get into, I was able to be off work and really be off my foot, so I wouldn't have to move around too much. So the crutches, the scooter, the iWalk, seat for the shower. Showerings, you can't get the wound wet or the cast, so showering was difficult. I just kind of let my leg out the shower when I did it for first, and then obviously now the stitches are out, I can get it wet. So you want to be able to sit down when you're showering, just so you're not, one-legged in the shower. I'm fortunate enough where my wife has been very, very helpful. She's helped me through everything so far. So, I mean, if you don't have a significant other or a friend, I'd look for family or somebody that can help you, because you're going to need help. Just, I heat up dinner, and I can't even bring the plate over to the table just because you're on crutches. So maybe it's different with a scooter and things like that, but for me, I just need help. So having someone there for you is big. And then I was gonna say, if they don't get you a boot, then make sure that you get yourself a boot and have the doctor adjust it for you. So that kind of covers all that. Now there's logistics. So I was gonna get into cost, sleep, what else, and work. So I'm fortunate enough for my work actually covers short-term disability. So I'm on short-term disability. My last day of work, I'll be about 6 weeks is how long I'll be out of work, which stinks and is depressing. But you gotta heal, and even having the leg up is just really helpful, because having it down for long periods of time, it's not comfortable. Sleep's been tough. Like I said, I've had discomfort with the boot on the top of my foot, but it depends if that's comfortable for you. You might be able to sleep well. I sleep with the boot on, and obviously you're sleeping in the cast. It's been hit or miss. You sleep a lot for the first few days, and then it really depends on your comfort level. And then I wanted to get into cost too, so I decided to go for a reputable orthopedic around me called Rothman Institute. They've been pretty fantastic throughout, but my insurance didn't fully cover it, so it's going to be, I'd say, if you're paying out of pocket, maybe $2,000 to $3,000 for everything. If your insurance covers it, you might have to it might be under $1,000. But there's just some little things you'll get, like if you had to buy the crutches or the boot or separate things. So it just depends on your insurance. So be ready for that, unfortunately. And then I just want to leave you with, if you have any questions, comments, concerns, please put them below and I'll answer them for you. Like I said, I'm day 17, so I still have a long way to go, and I'll maybe post videos going forward. But I really wanted to put this out there so people can understand what's going to happen and at least hear my story. And yeah, so any questions, just let me know, and we'll talk to you later.